Oh, right. Welcome back to Wonder Woman issue 2. Absolute Wonder Woman issue 2 to be specific. By the time of this recording, Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman should be out. I should be working on the rest of the Absolute series. We've already done Green Lantern before and Martian Manhunter. We'll continue doing Superman and Ultimate stuff. Hopefully some of that should be out. But yeah, that's the plan, is for most of it to be out by now. So, we're just gonna hop in. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Comment down any suggestions you want below. So last issue, Wonder Woman was fighting this harbinger for a bunch of demons coming out. We saw her origin where she is basically sent to hell, watched over by Cersei because the gods are spiteful. But we're basically picking up where she left off, fighting this harbinger. A strange superpowered woman is fighting massive creatures, the likes of which we've only seen in science fiction on our beach. So they go fighting. Pegasus is helping out on the top also, just shooting some fires. But that lasso, I am intrigued for them to get into all the lassos. Because I heard that there's 4 of them. I have no idea what they all do yet. But Harbinger Prime sends more Harbingers, which is derogatory. I mean, how many Harbingers do you need for the Harbinger? Harbinger for the Harbinger for the Harbinger for the Harbinger? Ooh, say that one like 6 times as fast, but you can't. This is your final warning. Desist and retreat or face your doom. Harbinger says, no way, buddy. So she says, so be it. Hear me, Harbinger Prime, for I bring you to Nemesis a weapon forged in the fires of hell, fashioned by my mother, the sorceress Circe, made from the remains of the last basilisk, infused with the blood of Prometheus, blessed by Demeter, goddess of the harvest, mother of us all. And for you, Harbinger Prime, Nemesis will be a particular hell, for she binds and burns in proportion to your sins, and your soul shines bright with the blood of the innocent. And then we see her lasso up the Harbinger, and it burns it. So it's not the lasso of truth, it's a lasso of punishment, where it burns you based off your sins. It's judgment, essentially. But there's a lot to pick up from this sentence. So basically, the gods are vengeful, some of them, but they still infuse weapons with their powers. Like we saw Athena's blade earlier. I'm sure we'll still see it again. So I wonder how much of these weapons were infused for Wonder Woman, or she just found them. But this one was said made by Circe and Hephaestus. So we'll see more of that. But she says, there's one condition for me to release you. You will leave this place and not return, and you will pass this message to whoever monster summoned you to do its bidding. This world is protected by Diana of the Wild Isle, Princess of Hell, the last Amazon. And the Harbinger says, sure, we accept. And Diana comments, if only that were the end of it. And we see that the UFO thing goes down into the ocean, and then a man walks up, says, Diana, it's Steve Trevor. Let's go. We won. In my mind, I love Steve Trevor romance with Diana. I'm not really a big fan of the Bruce Wayne one because I like Bruce with Catwoman. That's my personal opinion. Everything to get away Bruce from Barbara, though. Oh, terrible. Absolute Wonder Woman, Last Amazon, 2 of 5. We return into the Wild Isle. Before hell, we see somebody show up onto the island. It is Steve Trevor. She asks Steve if she can hear her. Who are you? Where did you come from? And then a tentacle, the Hydra, grabs him and pulls him in. Diana leaps into the water, beats up the Hydra, I wouldn't say kill it, and steals Trevor back. But she brings Steve back to the house. And Cersei's like, what the hell did you bring up here? He washed up here? And Diana's like, yeah, I fought the Hydra to get him back. I didn't really fight it, just took him back. I will not kill it. He does not belong to the Hydra, so I'm not going to let him die. So Cersei says, who does he belong to then, daughter? You? And Diana says, no, well, he belongs to himself, but I found him, so I'm responsible for him. Which Cersei finds admirable. And then when Steve comes up, he says, oh, you spoke Greek? Like, we're not in Greece, though. And she says, yeah, we're at home with my mother in the underworld. And Steve freaks out. I'm dead. And Cersei and Diana both say, not exactly. Which is, how do you get to the underworld then if you don't die? Because I don't know if they show that, how he got here. So that's my only question is, how did you get to the underworld if you did not croak boat? But they give him a minute. They see that he's in quite of a shock. But Diana gives it some thought. Do you think this is a test, a trap, or a gift? And Cersei has no response to that. But that's when Steve comes up and says, I apologize for my behavior. It's probably the best day here, but not my best day. Thank you for taking me into your home. I'm indebted to you and your daughter for the assistance and care. I am Steve Trevor of the United States Air Force. And Cersei responds, it's a pleasure to meet you, Steve. I'm Cersei. This is my daughter, Diana. Welcome to hell. Fortunately for you, you're on the Wild Owl, which makes it the safest place to be. And Steve goes on, hey, Diana, can you take me to where you found me? I'd like to investigate. And she starts blushing because, of course she would. She loves him. Of course I'll show you. But Steve is trying to understand what's going on here. He starts skipping stones and Diana's like, hey, quit that. The Hydra's probably going to come get you. And he's like, what? A Hydra? And she says, yeah, I can see it over there. My eyes are really good from being in hell. And Steve says, well, my vision's pretty good. I'm a pilot, so I have good eyes, but your eyes are something else. And this is where Steve says, I've never seen any woman like you. Like, you're very tall. And where I come from, there are no women that are almost as tall as you. And Diana says, why does this? It doesn't matter. Let's talk of something else. Tell me about your world, like, other than how tall people are. How was it? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it right now. This sucks. I didn't think I was going to head here to hell, but I thought I was a good man. So she tries to cheer him up. Everyone here doesn't belong here. It's just sometimes where we've ended up, which is also true for Diana. She's not supposed to be here. She's supposed to be out saving humanity. And then we cut back to Gateway City. They embrace each other. I would hope I would see you, but I never dreamt it would be today. And Steve's like, what are you doing here? I'm saving the day. I like your costume, though. Very good uniform. You're very tall and handsome. And he says, thank you. It's my uniform. A bunch of people actually want to meet you, so we got to go. I'm going to warn you. And Diana interrupts, you don't need to warn me. I'm not entirely naive to the world of men. I had a teacher with a sharp tongue in these things. And though that they were grateful to be saved, many will not be grateful for my help in particular. I'm an odd contradiction, but one I'm more capable of handling. And then this short general starts screaming at her. You've endangered a massive number of people with this insanity. For all we know, you're in league with the damn things. And she says, I understand your position, Commander. I'm not an outsider. I'm an element you can't control. That frustrates you, but that's not my problem. I don't care about that. I care about these monsters, and I'm the only woman, who will coordinate with you the best of my ability to save lives together. This world is not prepared for what is coming, and you will need my help. Understand that this is my effort, and your outbursts will not be tolerated. And he doesn't say anything besides like, you dare? Yes, shut up. Okay, on to business. How is the evacuation proceeding? That was just a harbinger. More things are going to come. And a gentleman asks, when are they going to be here? Like, when? She says, well, maybe in within an hour. So the other commander just screams, we got to get everybody evacuated immediately. If you won't play ball, I'll have you court-martialed, Trevor. You're out of line. The rest of the world may think you're some kind of superhero meets Jesus, but I know you're a man and you can be court-martialed too. And so it's at this point Diana has had enough, and she puts on the little serious face. Here's the problem, Commander. I think we both know you need me quite badly, given what just happened, but I don't need you. So perhaps rethink how you would approach this, and let's try again when you've calmed down. Hopefully, that'll be before any more innocent people lost their lives. I'm going to go feed my horse some magic. The guy's like, what does that eat? So Steve goes to meet her outside. She's like, you can talk to your horse? And it's like, yeah, I can communicate with all animals. What's the horse's name? Well, it's Pegasus. Well, I know it's a Pegasus, but what's this animal's name? Pegasus. It is named after the mythological creature Pegasus because it is the mythological creature Pegasus, which is quite funny. And they're asking why he's made of bones. Well, they're not really bones, but it's because he died. Magic and sacrifice is how he lives, just like you. And Steve says, what will you do if they won't let you help them? She replies, I'd like to see them try. They will come around, Steve. I'm sorry to say that there are many things coming that the Force will need my help, and others too. Heroes. But the interesting tidbit from this is that, one, they know that some other people are arriving. There's more heroes out there, which is very cool that we're kind of getting into the bigger picture. Two, she says that Steve is here from magic and sacrifice, and we will get into that later of what she means by that. So right after they're done talking, a giant sound wave comes that blocks everybody's hearing. Everybody's going deaf. Mother, protect me in dangerous waters. Goddess, guided my hand, righteous and true. Sisters, if I do not find you in this world, I'll find you in the next. For now I have seen the face of the tetracide, and none who see it shall survive. Oh my god, what is that thing? Death personified. It's like an eldritch monster. That thing is crazy. So she tells the commander, evacuate the city now, I'll buy you time. I was wrong about a mile. Goddess protects us. The tetracide will leave nothing behind. It will kill all of us. And so we end on a cliffhanger. That's Absolute Wonder Woman issue 2. Oh, the first 2 issues are like the slow burners, and then just after this, it's just gold after gold after gold after gold. It's so good. Just like the harbinger after harbinger after harbinger after harbinger. But whatever. Thank you for listening, watching, enjoying, however you choose to do this. Yeah, comment, like, subscribe. I'm out. Yeah. Peace out.